Hello everybody, welcome back to Project Sekai Story Recap. This week we're going to be looking at Break Down the Wall. Break Down the Wall is Vivid Bad Squad's world link, which is kind of important, so also probably don't want to miss this week's video. World link. Anyways, let's get started. Vivid Bad Squad plus Kotaro are backstage, preparing to perform at a live house. Taiga tells them to give it everything they've got since the people they'll be fighting today are signed to labels, the real big shots. And so, yeah, they win. They head back to the weekend garage and kind of just talk, until Len shows up and tells them the Sekai expansion pass just dropped. So they go check it out. They make bad comparisons of what this place looks like. Toya says it's Boston, Kohane says it's Mexico. This will come back later, so remember that. It's not Mexico, though. They walk through some alleyways, and they find a wall that they can't get around, and On suggests it probably came from their feelings, and they think it must have something to do with Rad Weekend. And Miku suggests the streets from around the world have something to do with Nagi's dream that they wanted to continue. Rin, Len, and Akito head out to explore the new area, when they find an alleyway and a soccer ball rolls out of it. Oh yeah, something's about to jump out of there. Rin and Len beg him to play soccer, and so he agrees. Akito used to play soccer. He was not good at it. This will come important later. The ball rolls away from them, so Akito goes to grab it, but while doing this, he sees a flyer, and this flyer is from an event where he, quote-unquote, dragged Crawlgreen's name in the mud. Akito thinks that his painful emotions are manifesting in this Sekai, and then Len says Akito is an amazing person, and then he, contemplates this for 5 minutes, and he's like, yeah, I am. Doing this spawns in a soccer goal, but it's like a painted-on one, so it's not 3D, it's like a 2D soccer goal painted on the wall. Akito then decides he's going to use his determination to break down these walls, metaphorically, and then he shoots the soccer ball at the wall and it cracks the wall. Toya and Kaito are just walking around the new area when they see a flyer for Gurney Fly. Anyways, that's Tono and Soma's team. He realizes that this flyer appearing in Sekai is probably a byproduct of thinking, what if Tono never comes back? Toya decides he's going to try as hard as he can to get them to come back, though. Behind Kaido, some sheet music spawns in, which is the sheet music he used to play when he was little. This makes Toya realize he's only able to move forward due to what he has experienced. Oh my gosh, I can't speak today. And then a crack forms in the wall. Toya says he thinks that their desire to overcome the obstacles in front of them is what is causing these cracks to form. On is still kind of contemplating the whole Kohane situation, so she tells Miku she'll figure out how to keep up with Kohane. And you guessed it, a crack forms. After this crack is formed, they hear some singing, and Nagi, oh my gosh, she was alive this entire time and hiding out in Sekai. They chase after Nagi, but for some reason, On can't even get close, so she yells at Nagi and tells Nagi to stop running from her, but then Nagi kind of just stops and stares at a blank spot on the wall. Nagi finally comes back, pats On the head, and then just dips. Just gone forever. Hane starts thinking about getting past the wall of Rad Weekend, and the literal wall in Sekai. And she says she'll find a way to, yeah, we've heard this all over again. Crack forms and Latin music begins to play. This Latin music makes Mako think that once they've conquered Rad Weekend, they'll be on top of the world. Everybody meets back up and they tell each other about what happened in their respective episodes. They all decide that that blank spot on the wall, the one Nagi was looking at, is reserved for them when they conquer the world. That's probably not a good way to say it, but you get the point. And they decide they'll etch their names into that wall. After deciding this, a plant spawns in, just like in Night Court. Anyways, thank you for watching. Come back next week because we're going to be looking at Backlight Lens Flare. That is a Ruby focus event. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.